I went to a pretty epic garage sale this morning. It was actually the first garage sale I'd been to this season, and it was a church garage sale. So specifically meaning it was in the basement of a church. Some people, organizations, whoever donated clothing and used items to this church for them to sell, and the proceeds were going to them. So I was really pleasantly surprised at the quantity of and also the brands, the selection of clothing that I found. I was not expecting to find what I found today. There are actually some items that I don't really find that often when I'm out thrifting, so I am super excited. I found a lot of stuff. I haven't even counted, but I know it's over 50 items, and therefore I'm only going to show you a pretty large majority, but really just the items that I'm most excited about and the brands that I'm really excited to add to my closet. So most of these items have already been photographed, and I will be listing them as soon as possible because again, I'm really excited to add them to my closet. So if you're new here, I am Monica of Million Monica, and I am a full-time seller over on the Poshmark app. So that is where these clothes will be listed for sale very soon. Okay, so one of the very first items I actually found was this red Eileen Fisher jacket. And I wouldn't say it's a rain jacket, but it definitely can shed some moisture. I haven't exactly looked at the fabric content yet, but it's just a really beautiful red jacket, and it has a few marks on the back that I'm going to try to remove before I list, but other than that, it's in great condition. Just a beautiful color, and it's size extra large if you didn't see the tag. This garage sale was unique. I have never been to a church garage sale that has like a separate room. So they had a separate room for the good clothes or the good stuff. I think that's what they called it, the good stuff. So the first few items that I found were actually in that area, and so they had them marked up and they were priced differently. So that's okay. Like, I ended up finding some really great stuff in the not so good section, but this is a Zelda pair of like Paluzzo pleated pants. They're actually pants. They're just super cute, and I've never sold this brand. I think it's from Nordstrom, so I wanted to try it out. It does have the X through the tag. A lot of the tags that you'll see that I'm going to show you have been X through or cut, which is kind of disappointing, but that's just kind of how it is. I really like the wide like cargo pocket here on the pant leg, so that will be a fun addition. Those are a size 8. This was not in the good section, but it's a pair of Theory pants. So again, they have the line through the brand. This is a New Tags Tommy Hilfiger size 4. It originally retailed for $139 from Macy's, but it's just really a gorgeous kind of floral applique dress. It'd be great for, you could get married in this dress if you wanted to, maybe for a spring, summer wedding, or any special event, really. These are not in the good section, but I still found them. So 11Zs by Anthropologie. This is probably an older style. They're a size 4, but I think it's a trend that's coming back, so it's a wider leg pant. And I just really like the buttons and the little tie detail, and then the back also has buttons. Be a great career pant for the spring. This was just a really pretty top. I don't really know this brand. I haven't looked it up yet. It was a size large, and it's just a polyester, but I really like the floral and the ruffle detail. This was another one of those items that was in the better section. It was priced up. This actually came with a tag from, sorry, it's a Bowden label. Sorry, I'm losing my thoughts. So this had a thread up tag on it. So this top has been cycled through. Whoever bought it from thredUP decided they didn't want it, and then they donated it. But it is a Bowden limited edition kind of eyelet blouse, and I believe it's a size US 12. I did find some DVF, so Diane von Furstenberg. This one, the tag was cut through the middle, and I did tack it. So I tacked it together. It's not perfect, but at least it's not hanging there and maybe going to be bothersome to the wearer. Of course, it has the interior tag, which is great. So the interior tag of a Diane von Furstenberg DVF is like that. So it has that interior tag. Like I said, a lot of the tags were cut through, and I'm not quite sure why. I'm not sure if like another secondhand shop donated their inventory and they did that to the labels. I'm not quite sure where this stuff came from or how the church got it, but they did have some good labels there. I think I found another DVF top that had stains on it, like the silk was really stained, and I just didn't want to deal with that. But this is also a DVF top. Now, again, that tag is completely missing on this one, but I could tell from the print that this was probably something more desirable. And of course, from the interior tag, I found that it was DVF again. So it's hard for me to tell exactly what the material of this is because that tag was removed, but I think it's a silk or a silk blend. It doesn't feel like polyester. So I'm guessing it's silk, and I'm guessing this is a size small. Let's see. Okay, this is a J. Jill, just a pretty basic wherever collection. I thought it was just a pretty basic dress, and it definitely could be worn in the office, or just kind of loungy as well. Yeah. This is a really unique piece. I don't know this brand at all, but it is new with tags. And it's called Young at Heart, Los Angeles, and it's super soft. Like, it's extremely cozy. And I like this print. It's longer, kind of like to wear as like a tunic over leggings. Kind of a, I don't know. It's a cool piece. This is a Athleta dress, so like an active wear dress, and pretty basic Athleta dress, but it's in really good condition. Okay, so now we're basically on to jeans, which all of the jeans I found not in the better area. So there were several tables set up with clothes, and I'm guessing that I was one of the first people to really go through it because none of the clothing was really rumpled through yet. Like, it was still like nicely folded in its spots. So I really think I had kind of first dibs on everything, and I feel like I hit the jackpot on jeans, to be honest. So first, I'm just going to show you this pair of men's vintage overalls. I think they're vintage, but they're overalls and they're men's. And men need overalls too. I love finding things that I can add to the men's section of my store. And one of the main reasons I know they're men's is because they have the zipper right there. So that's a good indicator. And then the label as well is kind of a men's sizing. So I think they're sized at a 40-32. So yeah, men need overalls. I mean, if they're working in the field, going to farmers markets, Halloween costumes, football games. So great find. This is a pair of Citizens of Humanity. They're size 27, and I'm trying to see if they had a style name. I don't think I can find a style name yet, but they are super long and they're more of a boot cut. So super long inseam and more of a boot cut. I tend to stay away from this style of jean, but I could tell that they're a little bit of a higher rise. They're a dark wash, and I got it for a super good deal. So thought I'd give it another try. In the past, historically speaking, that brand has not done extremely well for me, but give it another try. I was shocked when I found these frame jeans. I was not expecting to find frame jeans at all. So they are a size 24, and they're called the Lehigh Skinny. So they are definitely a darker, high-rise, skinny kind of jean in really great condition. Super great find. And another pair of jeans, completely shocked to find. Current Elliot. So someone actually DM'd me the other day on Instagram and asked me if I sell current Elliot jeans. And my response was, I don't find them that often, and the pairs I have found haven't sold very fast. And honestly, I think it's style. The styles that I found were not extremely desirable, but I think this is a great style, and I feel like this pair will do very well because it is more of a mid to high rise, but it has a super wide released raw hem, and it is just so fun that I think this pair will do very well. Again, the tag was cut through, but I can tell that it's a size 28 when I kind of put the pieces together. So I'm very excited about this pair of jeans. And it's just so disappointing that they cut through these labels. This is a pair of Vince like jeggings, and what's funny about, there was two other pairs of Vince, I guess they weren't pairs, two other Vince blouses. Both were silk and both were badly stained, and silk and stains are not my thing. So I left those. I grabbed this pair even though that tag was cut through, and I tagged it or kind of fixed it as best as I could, but they oddly enough have also been altered. So these were altered, they were taken in a little bit, very professionally, like they look like a seamstress did it. So I'm gonna have to disclose that, describe that as best as I can in the listing, but they're size small and they seem to run pretty big, so I can see why the person had that done. I definitely think they fit more of a medium better, but they have a back seam that goes down the back of them, and just overall like a great pair of jeggings, and they really don't seem to have been worn very much. Another pair of jeggings. This threw me off for a minute because I wasn't expecting to see a Coach clothing label, but that's indeed what it is, and I'm pretty sure it's authentic. I'm gonna have to do a little bit more research, maybe find a stock photo or something, but Coach authentic sportswear jeggings, and they even have these little zippers and belt loops, which is really interesting. And then on the back, they also have the Coach logo, just a very dark wash. They don't really seem to have been worn. The knees are in great condition. So, fun find. And then this pair of cut from the cloth boyfriend jeans. They're a size 14. I used to pick up this brand more often, and it used to sell more quickly. The last few pairs I've picked up haven't sold very fast, which is surprising because I feel like this is a brand that, you know, can retail for a decent amount, but I feel like it just doesn't resell for very much. But it was a good deal, and it was good style. The next few items are shoes and purses and belts. So this is just a fun. I've been picking up more fanny packs when I find them, and this is just a vintage Jameson Irish whiskey fanny pack. Pretty basic, but thought someone might like that. Or maybe I might like that. I don't know. I have wild ideas that I'm gonna go to some crazy festival or music concert and need a fanny pack, and so far that hasn't happened. Belts. This is just a gorgeous leather belt. It is a Johnny Farah New York, size small, and then on the sides it's kind of almost like quilted, pieced together. So really pretty. Let's see. There is a Fossil belt, and it's kind of got that tribal weave to it, genuine leather, and it's a size large. Very, very good finds. And then this was the other belt, the last belt. This is a beaded, kind of, again, that kind of a Native American beaded work. It's a thinner belt compared to the others, and I believe it's a size small. I don't know that it says. I think it's streets ahead, made in the USA, genuine leather, but I would say it's probably a small medium. Okay, on to shoes. I did find more shoes than what I'm showing you, but these were just my favorites. This is a pair of Franco Sarto, kind of pointed toe, suede leather booties. I think they're adorable. I think the suede, I'm pretty sure the suede is naturally just supposed to be like factory like this, where it's kind of lighter into the darker. I am sure that's how it's supposed to be. It seems like they were not worn very much, so that seems pretty, you know, maybe there's a little bit of wear, but I think that's just how it's supposed to be. Now, I rarely find this brand in the wild at the thrift stores in good condition. So I found two pairs of Stuart Weitzman. This is more of their older style label, and they're just like a silver flat, in really good condition. The bottoms have some wear, but otherwise really good condition. There was a little spot there, but I couldn't remove it completely. Otherwise, really good condition and super cute. I feel like the silver metallic color has been really on trend, so I thought that'd be good to pick up. And I believe they're size 10 based on the sizing that I could find in them. But this pair is my favorite. These, I'm pretty sure, are brand new and never worn because there's like no signs of wear. The leather bottom sole is perfect condition. Insides, again, perfect condition. I love, love, love the cheetah print, the peep toe, the little tassel detail, just so cute. So this was a fabulous find and a great brand, one that I haven't really experimented with, honestly, a whole lot because I just don't find it that often. I have another pair actually that I just picked up last week, but they have a lot more wear than I originally thought, so I'm trying to figure out what to do with them. And the last thing is, if you've seen some of my other videos, you'll know a few weeks ago I picked up a Fossil leather purse from the bins, and it had quite a bit of wear on the outside, but it looked really great on the inside, and I figured someone would want it. I used some leather balm on it and made it look better, and it sold within the same day that I listed it. I was right, someone wanted it, and I'm hoping that is the case with this Fossil bag because, again, it's got quite a bit of wear, and I've already done some leather work to it, and it still has some wear on it. It's definitely been used, but the inside is in great condition, and it still has a lot of life left. So the sides are padded, and it has a lot of pockets, and I'm just hoping that, you know, some Fossil lover will want this bag just as someone wanted that other bag, and this will be off to a good home. So I am pretty thrilled with everything I found today at this church garage sale. I will definitely be searching for more as we continue on with this spring and summer garage sale season, because really ultimately, like, that was just a great way for me to get inventory, as well as, you know, I guess support that church's mission and trying to raise money. And the ladies that were helping me this morning were just thrilled to see that I found so much stuff and was kind of taking it away. So I hope that you enjoyed seeing what I found at a church garage sale. And if you have any questions or comments about any of the items I found, you can leave them down below. And if you're not subscribed, be sure to hit that subscribe button as well as the bell so that you will be notified when I have released a new video. And of course, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. I know that YouTube really likes when you do that. So thank you, and we will see you next time.